There we are. Welcome to the bait shop. Folks, Buck, I'm back. Running on 3 hours sleep. Gotta love it. What's going on over there? Who's over here today? Jules. Hi, Jules. Welcome, Jules. I'm in the bait. I'm in the bait shop. Cool. Ah, well, a lot going on this week. A lot going on this weekend, last 24 hours, guys. Now, why is that up there? What happened there? Buck. Got too many buttons to push. All right, guys. We got some music here now. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. We got problems here. There we go. That looks a little better. All right. Welcome, folks. Kaji no Ri. I guess that's what everybody's talking about. That's what the buzz is this week, huh? Absolutely. Well, I must say, I'm having a lot of fun over there. I didn't want to leave to come back, but I'm not ready yet. This is different. Completely different waterway over here, folks. And you better be prepared for it. That's all I can say. Better be prepared for it. I had to come back home, which was good timing here for the bait shop, because you need a small pole, which you don't get. If you have any of them DLCs, you don't get a small pole. You got to have a small pole to complete some of these missions. You know, for the small anchovies, the Japanese jack mackerels, you need a small float rod. However, I took a nice float rod over there. Holy smokes! Did I get smacked around? It's already dead. I got so. I'm definitely going to be bringing a few. I used to always say, why does anybody want to bring reels? Why do you need extra reels? You need extra reels if you're going to Japan. You better have them. Because of the fact that even with the DLCs that I bought, you got small fish you have to catch. So you need my OmniFloat. I almost took the OmniFloat. Boy, am I glad I didn't do that. I decided to bump up. I knew it was going to be a little bit of hard detecting the bite for those anchovies, because they're real tiny, and the stick I took was a 5-pound minimum. So I knew I wasn't going to feel it at all. Nothing. You have to time everything there. You just got to pay attention, watch, and know when to yank. And that's basically how it worked over there. I'm not quite ready for the videos. I got a lot of footage already put out, but I'll probably spend all day Monday cranking out videos after I get done here. After we get on with the bait shop, we're going to Africa. We're going to talk about the news, what's in the news, a little bit of stuff. But we're going to Africa. That's what's going on tonight. We got one last show over there. I figured before I start doing a lot of streaming from Japan. So we're going to go down there to Africa. I'm fishing with Buck tonight. I'm taking one pole. I had to come home and fix my Phoenix so I could take it with us tonight. But that's basically that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to let my loadout the same. I don't want to mess it all up. I got all the, and that's something. Let's talk about it a little bit, guys. We got time to talk about this. This is the bait shop, so let's talk about it a little bit. When you start hitting Japan, all your tackle got to go, because you got to make room for saltwater tackle. You can't house it all. Even Buck, I bought the DLCs. Boy, I wish, because I got 2 of those. I wish I could double up on those damn little tackle carts. Now we got tackle carts with wheels. We got so much tackle that it has to have wheels on it. It looks like Wheezy Mouse's garden cart that she does all her gardening with. It's got great big old 4-wheel drive wheels, all-terrain wheels on it. Gotta love them. So anyway, we got there's so much of the saltwater gear, and you can't swap back and forth. So Fishing Planet, if you guys are watching Buck's Bait Shop, a couple things we need, fellas. We need loadouts. Come on. They do it in every other damn game. We need a loadout here. We need to be able to quickly swap. I don't want to take 2 hours to change all my gear if I want to go fish in Japan, and I've been fishing freshwater for the last 5 days somewhere. I don't want to take 2 hours to change all that gear around. Let me have some loadouts. You're giving us templates. Give me a tackle template. Saltwater template. Changes my damn tackle around. I'll set it up. I'll take the 5 hours it takes to set it up. I don't care. Because then it's over and done with. It takes 2 seconds then, and I'm ready to go to Japan if I want to. I think that I don't write notes. I don't write tickets, so to speak, on their software. Boy, I could write a few of them today. But come on, guys. Think a little bit ahead. That's a simple thing for us, And how about fix the damn reel? Still. And now it's in my face even more because you have to fight the fish like you're supposed to with the reel up in the air. So now it's even more in my face every time I'm cranking. The friggin' spool's going the wrong way. Come on, guys. That's irritating. All right. What else is Buck? I've 3 hours sleep and I've been testing this software for him. By the way, it crashes every 20 minutes. Do not, under any circumstance while you're playing this game any longer, if you're trolling and you decide that you got 2 rods out there and you want to say, I want to throw a spinning rod out there and troll with it while we're here. You're only trolling slowly. There's nothing in front of you for 48,000 miles. You're not going to run into nothing. So I hit the I key to bring up my inventory. Wrong answer there. Boom, crash, bang. We're starting all over. Yeah. So there's a couple of things. Let me where's my little notes at here? Let me get out my notes. Oh, the DLCs. I'm gonna do a video on this. But they delivered the line that they give us in the DLCs. I didn't even notice this because you don't really see it until you actually buy the DLC, which I bought yesterday morning. So for some reason, they're giving us this heavy line, and they give us a couple of lines in those DLCs, but one of them is 328 feet of line. And that's part of what they deliver. Hey, you're getting this. They don't tell you you're only getting 328 feet of it, which is absolutely useless in this waterway. 328 feet of line, and the gear comes equipped with 2,700 feet. So what are you going to do with 328 feet? And it takes up a tackle slot, by the way. Oh, I love it. Oh, let's talk about tackle slots, what they did to us. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more, too. We used to buy lures, okay? You got 5 in a pack. Took up 1 tackle slot. That's all. 5 lures. Okay, you had 5 of them, took up 1. Now, we get 20 identical lures in these DLCs. 20 of them. Every one of them takes up a tackle slot. Every one. No, we don't get 3 of these pilkers. We got 3 of them. They're all blue. They're all the same size. They're all everything. Nope. We get them individually, so they took up a tackle slot. Think about that, guys, now. That's something that you guys that run on the red line like I do, that's a big deal. Now I got to get rid of live bait or something to house these lures that I'm taking. They got us. I'll get them, though. Don't worry about that. I'll get them. Shoot, be back after dinner. You're always eating, girl. All right. What else was on here? Bobbers. Oh, guys, the bobbers have issues. Big time in the ocean. I got some video notes on that, but be careful. Be careful if you use your sliders. Anything under a heavy slider out there, forget about trying to figure out whether there's a fish on there or not. That thing moves 20 feet to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Hey, okay, watch out on the sliders. Oh, there's an island on this. There's a little island on the island, west of the island, I should say. You can actually get out on. You can walk out almost, I'm going to say 200 feet in the water. It's like the Florida Keys. I beached my boat because I didn't think, I wasn't looking at the depth. I was checking out other stuff, the birds and stuff. I run aground. Well, I said, okay, what's going on here? There's water all around me. Well, they don't tell you about that. There ain't no. But when you run into the sandbar, the E key comes out to go ashore. Don't worry. I wouldn't actually put a rod stand up there because where the water hits the beach, you can walk out 150 feet before you get to deep water. So you're not gonna catch anything, I don't think, on that island. But it's nice if it's hot out. You want to just relax and drink a few cold ones. Beach your boat up there and chill out in the sand for a while. It's kind of cool. All right, what else was in there? Do not hit the inventory while you're trolling. Bad news there. And, another little thing, and I'll talk about this in one of the other videos, but because it is the bait shop, when you guys start rigging up your gear over there, and I'll get more in depth in this, remember one thing. If you're going after something, because we can now troll live bait, which specific setups on these casting rods that we have, not the casting bottom rods, but the casting trolling rods we have. You can put a live trolling hook on there and throw a live bait on there. With they have sinkers, special sinkers for that. Well, don't go like we used to. It's too late. It's too light for the bait and everything. It's too light. You won't be able to throw it far. You don't care about throwing it anywhere here because you can just get in the boat and get moving, and it's going to drag it out. Who cares if you only can throw it 20 feet? You open your spool up and it's down to 400 before you know it. Not a problem there. But that was one of the things, the sinker weights, because if you're trolling live bait and you got too heavy of a sinker on it, and especially if you're fishing for live bait for surface fish, mahi-mahi, so to speak, don't put that heavy sinker on there because it's going to just drag across the bottom. You're not going to do any surface fishing. So even though your stick may say, okay, I can take 7 and some ounces, 8 ounces worth of weight, if you want to use that stick to troll on the surface, put an 1.75 ounce weight on there with your bait. Now you're going to troll at the surface, right? Weights. Their physics are pretty good in the game. I'm a mathematician. Their physics are pretty good in the game that I'm seeing so far. The physics are looking pretty good. I don't have any issues with most of the physics. The sticks seem to work right. Your depth, so far. I mean, I'm only when did it drop? Yesterday. I got 3 hours sleep, so I've got a couple hours in there, but I haven't tested everything yet. I'll be done tomorrow. By the close of business tomorrow, I'll have her all knocked out. Now, I haven't found anywhere to go on shore, anywhere around the island. I think that took me almost an hour just to putt along the island, all the way around the island to see if there was anywhere that the E-key came up that I could go ashore, because there's a lot of beaches, which would be really cool if you could just, the water's so shallow, they could have given us, we could have dropped anchor and jumped out of the boat and walked over to the beach, put a rod stand up, and had a shore lunch or what have you. Hey, anchovies, as long as you brought a frozen pizza, you could get some anchovies. Phoenix Blaze 64, hello, how are you? Welcome aboard. Welcome to Frumpy Buckle. So, that's kind of my little spiel on what's going on over there in Japan right now. Um, there's a lot of crashing going on. Buck, I do a lot of things because, well, number one, I'm just been a tester all my life, so I test things. I just do things that normal people probably wouldn't do. Not that I thought about it, it's just I'm not normal and I do it anyway. But the game ain't fast enough. I can't get a hang. I can't get the hang yet because I know how to catch fish in the ocean, but I can't make the game do that for me. So I have to learn how the game gets it done. You know, stopping the engine, getting down there, setting. There's a lot involved here, especially when you're fishing by yourself. I'm by the looks of this that I'm seeing already. This was definitely geared up more towards having your buddies with you with a guy driving, like it normally is, a 4 or 5 man crew when you go out for it's. Even if you watch Wicked Tuna, what's the boy and his sister that have to go out and do it by themselves? Pretty tough. Pretty tough to drive a boat, get down there, deal with your rods, drive the boat, come back, and take some moving. I know what I want to do, but I don't know the key. I got to reprogram my keyboard quicker so I can get to the keys faster because you can lose fish really fast off the back of this boat. We'll do some videos on that. You'll see Buck losing a lot of them. We'll talk all about that later on. That'll be next week. All right, let's talk more about where we're going tonight. Africa. All right, we got the news out of the way. What time? Oh man, we ran 3 minutes over on the news, Buck. All right, just waiting on the mobile update. Oh man, I hear you. I'll tell you what. I don't know how you mobile guys can do it. There's no way in hell I could go to Japan on a phone. You guys must have little tiny eyes and little tiny fingers. That's all I can say. Because that phone would be against the wall in no time. All right, let's go over here and talk a little bit about Africa. What are we doing? Well, guys, we're going after. I thought for the last, because I figured this would probably be. We've been in the Congo for the last 3 weeks. I've tried to hit each different area of the Congo because everybody needs to be there right now, or as fast as you can get there. If you're not buying DLCs to get yourself to Japan, then you got to get your butt through the Congo, and that's where you need to be leveling up. You just need to be farming tiger fish is what you need to do. But there's other fish down there. Well, I took you through the tiger fish last week. We did some farming there. We did really good over there. We went through some of the now perch and catfish holes the week before. And the week before that, we kind of hit a little bit on the Hanging Bridges area for the smaller, the Mission 1 stuff. But the Hanging Bridges area is a great place to fish. One of my favorite places in Fishing Planet to fish, next to the Heron. So I thought, as a parting gesture, we'd go down to the Congo, and I'm going to take one pole out, and that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to walk around. We're going to fish bucks. I got so many markers in that hanging basket area of unis and trophies. I just thought that we'd take a little walk around tonight and show you where you can hit all this stuff up. I mean, if you watch my other videos, you know where the big fish are. I personally love to fish for. I love the little walk around with a coffee cup in the morning with a small stick. Yeah. Give me a bamboo pole string and a safety pin. I'm cool. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Let's jump over live. We'll take a look at what you got going on there, Buck. You got that ready to go? Oh no, it looks terrible, my friend. You got to turn that off. What else you got running there? That guy. That looks pretty good. All right, we can go there. All right, we're good. Where's your thing at here, darling? Where is it, darling? Skill, brother, all skills. Did they get the league season up yet? I don't know. Just waiting on. I don't know if they have or not, my friend. I don't know. Don't know. All right, let's go here. What are we at? Well, here's some of the new stuff. Some of the new gear that we got that we're fishing with over there. So this right here is the Roshi Kaito HJ53. This is the bottom rod. This is the bottom one of their bottom rods over there, the new ones. Not this one here I like a lot. This one here is a little, tiny bit weak. Just time for what we're catching. But as you can see, I'm throwing live baits on these guys. Now this is what I've been after. Just lately, I'm fishing for mahi mahi. You gotta get all these missions done, guys, to calibrate your gear. So don't just get over there right away. Oh man, I'm here, and grab a boat and go out, because your boat don't work, your electronics don't work. You got to do these missions to get your electronics right. So you got to do them, and don't bypass them, or you're going to be in trouble. So I'm in the middle of doing one of these maintenance missions here, and we have to go catch mahi mahi trolling. So I basically got a lure set up going on there, and I got a live bait set up going on here. And we'll get more into the bait shop on how you build these stuff. This is new stuff here. Okay, so, and if you're not a fisherman, it can be a little confusing at times. So I'm going to lay that all out for you here in the next couple of days, so we'll have all that. But what we're concerned with tonight, oh, and by the way, this now chaser, it got its butt kicked over there, but it did real well. You need this stick. You absolutely need this stick if you're going over there for the first time, because you can't even get the next stick up for the spinning rods until I think until you get to 83. I think that's what it is. What is it? Real rods, saltwater spinning. 84. Yeah, 83 if you want to spend the 1,200 gold. Buck ain't doing that. I lost all my gold. All right, so you got to be 84 before you can get a decent spinning rod over there. So you're going to need that now. I mean, you need this chaser, buddy, and it gets beat up. So don't plan on doing any lengthy stays with it, but it works real well with what we got here at bucktail. Works real well with the bucktail. Probably the one I'm having the best luck with, actually, is the pink one. This guy right here. That one there seems to be tearing him up. Now I just swapped over to the green one just because it's time. I want to see how well it does. So I've been fishing with the pink one a lot, but it's really done well. It's time for the green one. We'll see how he does. All right. Now, as far as we're concerned tonight, folks, we're taking a Thora. Now I took this. This is a beautiful, beautiful setup for over in Japan for the small fish in the harbor, the bait fish that you need, the small fish, the squid, because it's all about 25 pound and under. Is those couple of, there's like 4 or 5 small fish that you need to catch. So if you need a spinning rod and you need a float rod for that. Now, where I went wrong with the float rod, and I wish I would have saved it, but I took my Phoenix. All right, I took my Phoenix with my Big River 6500 here. That 6500 just died, because what happens is it's perfectly fine for the anchovies, perfectly fine for the jack mackerels. Well, unfortunately, I was going after a squid. I loaded up a 4-aught hook on here, and I got hooked up with a big boy. And it only took one fish, and I went from 100 down to like 28%. I mean, I landed them, but why? I mean, if you're going to lose your entire stick on one fish, that's why I say it. I'm still going to take this stick back with me, because this is the stick for the Japanese jack mackerel, for the anchovy, for the squid. This is your float rod you want for the little guys. So I'm going to take it back, but I'm going to take an extra reel, just because where you fish, you could get hooked up with a big one, one of them amberjacks, and it's going to you hook up with a 40-pound amberjack on here, and it's not that you can't land them, it's because these fish fight harder and longer. Even the little ones. Every fish in this waterway fights harder and longer than what you're used to. So, I mean, and that's even going up against a Goliath. The fight is longer. It's more wear on your gear. It's longer. It's tougher. Don't get frustrated because it's gonna take some time to get some of these fish in. It's just the way it is. They'll get right up, and it's cool because it's like ocean fishing. You know, you could pull a big fish up, and when he gets up there and sees the shadow of that boat, boom, he's gone again for another 300 feet, 300 yards, 300 meters, however you want to measure it. It's 300 of what I just yanked in, and I don't want to have to yank it back again, but you are. And that's how it works here. It's more realistic. What can I say? Love it. I love it. All right, so this is what we're going to the Congo with tonight. We're going to walk around. We're going to have a good time. I'll get the Discord open. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of folks over there. All right, Micah. Well, Micah, I rearranged everything tonight, so you'll be able to make the show in the Congo. I'm sure you're still there trying to. I'm pretty sure you might be at level 82 by now. But guys, that was something Micah and I were talking about a little earlier today. It might. I haven't run the numbers yet, but I'm looking at how long it's taking me to acquire XP in these first initial days, being in Japan. And I was thinking, okay, somebody could come here probably at level 70 before the Congo if they bought the DLC and make it to 83 in 30 days. I'm not so sure you could do that. You can make the money. I don't see the XP. Right now, I don't see anything. I have not caught anything in Japan that outdoes the Goliath tiger fish in the Congo. Because that's our highest paying XP fish in the game is the Goliath tiger fish. So, pound for pound. I haven't caught unis. A lot of you. I only caught a couple unis, so I don't want to speak ahead of time, but I'm not seeing that fish that bangs XP to me, especially because you're not going to have the gear. Now, you're going to have little gear, which of course, you're going to get ranked up real fast with XP, but you're going to beat it up and have to leave. So, and that's if you just, you didn't buy any DLCs. So you got to level up to 83 to buy any of these sticks to make them work. Now you can come here and complete the first 2 missions with Makanzi bottom rods. You can come here, like I said. All you need is small stuff for the first couple of missions to get the Japanese. It's all the squid, the Japanese anchovy, the Japanese jack mackerel. That's easy. It's a little gear, so they're all under a pound. Not a problem. But after that, hello, you better have some gear. All right, guys. Well, where are we at? Right at 29 after. All right. So this is our gear we're taking tonight. We'll be back in 30 minutes, and we'll get down to the Congo, and we're going to have a good time tonight. We'll chat a lot more on tonight's show about what's going on. Like I said, it's a good question and answer. If you guys want to hang out with us tonight from 8 to 10, we'll be there. Down on the Congo. You can hit the Discord server or hit us up on the chat. I'll try to answer. Like I said, I've only been on Japan map since it dropped. Other than that, I did go to sleep for 3 hours this morning. So other than that, I've been on that map. So I'll try to answer any questions you might have at this point. I'll have a lot more answers by another 20. Give me another 24 hours around the clock with it, and I'll have a lot more answers for you. So that being said, as we always do, thanks for watching. Never, ever give up the fight. We'll be right back in half an hour, and we'll see you later.